I'm Chase Barnett, and this week on American DA Live, Ray Larson and Jack Putty will be discussing the murder of teenager Travis White with Rob Sanders, the Commonwealth Attorney of Kenton County. Travis White was murdered in 2009 by Casey Dotson and Brian Goldsby. The two men lured Travis into their home, attacked him, left him for dead, and then attempted to dispose of the body. Let's join Ray and Jack as they discuss the details of the case with Rob Sanders.
We have a very interesting case to discuss. Tell us about it.
Okay. Well, Rob Sanders is the Commonwealth's attorney in Covington, Kenton County. His jurisdiction is like the one here in Fayette County. It's a one-county circuit because they've got a large population. Rob is one of our outstanding prosecutors in the state. Rob, welcome.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Jack. Glad to be back on the show.
Glad to have you back. Thank you, Rob.
I asked Rob, I said, Rob, you did such a good job last time you were on. I said, do you have any cases of interest? And he said, yeah, I think we've got one. And it involves a young victim, and one of the defendants was young. Rob, tell us a little bit about this Travis White homicide that occurred up in your jurisdiction. Well, first of all, let's talk about your jurisdiction. What is the population of Kenton County?
Kenton County is Kentucky's northernmost county. We are literally right across the bridge from Cincinnati, Ohio. I can see the Bengals and the Red Stadiums outside my office window. That's how close we are. We've got a county population of about 160,000 residents. It's a very diverse county in terms of we've got a 275, kind of like a circle freeway, much like one of the ones you have down there in Lexington. That north of 275 is very metropolitan urban type area, and then we have a little bit of suburbs, and then it gets rural we get our fair share of murders. And this 2009 was when this case took place. There was a young man by the name of Travis White, who was 17 years old. His family reported him missing on February 26, 2009. He stayed missing for about a week in March the 6th, 2009.
Was it that, when we see people missing on the national media and so forth, there's all sorts of publicity. Was there a lot of publicity about this kid being missing?
Well, it was all local. This didn't have any of the flavor of the stuff that we see nationally, where it's young kids and affluent families and all the stuff that makes for the juicy cases that the national media gets interested in. Travis came from a family in downtown Covington. They had no explanation. He wasn't a bad kid. He'd never run away before or anything like that. He had no reason that anybody knew of to run away or get in any trouble. He just vanished one day, went out to go do whatever it is 17-year-olds do, and never came back. And so the local media interest grew as the days wore on. The first couple days, it was a little blurb here or there on the news. In the week or so that followed, each day that passed without finding him, it started to grow a little bit more in the news until his body was eventually discovered on March 6, 2009. By then, locally, it was pretty big news. It was all over the newspapers and television up here. They had found Travis's body rolled up in a big old piece of carpet dumped on the side of some railroad tracks in between a bunch of trash cans, kind of in, I guess, a little bit of a unpaved parking lot type thing out behind a tow truck company that backed up to these railroad tracks, and it was one of the tow truck employees that stumbled across the body and noticed Travis's feet sticking out of the carpet.
Brian Goldsby and Casey Dotson were sentenced to life in prison for Travis's murder. To learn more, please visit the link at the bottom of the page and listen to the full episode of American DA Live.